What's up, everyone? I hope you're doing well. This is John with Superfly, and I am pleased to announce Empire, the latest Divi child theme I've designed for Superfly. In this video, I'm going to go through an overview of the features in Empire, as well as some design inspiration, and just to show you the different layouts that we have. Now, if you happen to have bought the 60K Divi child theme course where I kind of deconstruct the design style and thinking of Josephine and how that went on to sell over 60K in revenue, I hinted that I was going to design a new child theme that combined the styles of Squarespace. I'll show you this part right here. I think that's pretty sweet. The Supreme brand, which for 1,200 bucks you can get this hoodie, but this italicized logo I liked. They even do a super soaker. How cool is that? And Josephine. So those three styles kind of mashed into one get us the Empire. And you can kind of see the italicized features from that Supreme brand, and then you can see some of the Squarespace style font, and you'll see that as we go through. So starting off with features, right off the bat, you can see that we have a nice big hero here. This is actually a Ken Burns style. I'm reloading it. Actually, a Ken Burns style header, so the image just grows towards you. Very easy to turn that on or off for your hero section at the top of the page. I just think it adds a little bit more interesting of an effect without having to do a background video or something like that. So I'm just going to scroll through the home page here, and you can kind of see back here all the different kind of layouts that we have. This is a cool feature. So it's buttons side by side, and they're programmed to automatically stack at a certain width. So it's nice to have these inline buttons without the use of a plugin. Also, in the tutorial videos that you get with the theme, I show you how to get that effect. I show you how to do this purple overlay over a parallax image. And then I have several overlays ready to go that are different shades of darkness to put over parallax images so text can be more readable. And those are just classes that you easily put on the section, and it adds the overlay for you. There's a custom icon that I use. So these are SVGs. They look nice and crisp, even on mobile. And so tons of options of modern icons that you get with this. And in the tutorial videos, I show you what icon library that is and how easy it is to swap them for other icons just by changing a class name in the icon. And then as you'll see, we have some sections that have a dark option. And we actually have several pages that have a dark option that I'll go through here in a little bit. And then here's a background video with a color overlay on top of it, so the text can be readable. And again, that color overlay is using those class-ready overlays that we've set up. Just a fun image kind of setup there. Also in tutorial videos, I show you how to add more modules to this feature if you want, and timing. But here I am fading in, this title, that's its own text module. This is its own text module, and this button is its own text module as well, or own module as well. And so it's not a blurb module. These are three independent modules here that are being faded in here on hover of the column. And so in the tutorial video, you'll find out how to change the color of the overlay here that's coming up, and then how to add other modules. Just a unique thing. And then on tablet and mobile, since there's really no hover, right, these just go straight away to showing the text. And so no one has to like hover their finger over and see. So that's definitely a fun feature. And then just some, like, if you were to use a pop-up builder, you could launch the video in the pop-up builder here. And then down here on this video module, I'm using a custom play icon. In the tutorial videos, I show you how you can change that to something else instead of the default Divi one, right? It's a dead giveaway when that happens. Of course, all these effects here that are the drop shadows, colors, that's all in the visual builder, easy for you to change. This is another cool feature that's actually using, I believe, grid to keep these in the center. So for example, if I make this buy today a little longer text, it's still going to be centered. So if I say buy Empire today, what are you waiting for? You see that that's still in the middle here with these guys. A light and dark testimonial slider using some of the scroll effects here. Pretty sweet. This section you'll learn how to do in the Divi in the tutorials as well. Basically, it's using a parallax image and then a color overlay, but this looks like the box is breaking out, although this is all one image back here. You'll discover how to do that in the tutorial videos. Very easy to do. Some nice feature hovers here. This is very square spacious. Is that a word, square spacious? It is now. And just some other sections for options, giving you options for and ideas for different kind of layouts, how to use negative space in a creative way. Big feature in this is that we've set up a couple different store options for you and product options that I'll go through here in a little bit. There's a default store and a default product layout, and then I have a special Empire store and Empire product layout. And then this fun thing that you could link up to different categories of your store if you wanted to. Or you could use these for other callouts, as we'll see here on another page. Here's another store layout. This is not using the shop grid, but you'll have the dimensions to set this up on your own and direct link to individual products. But it just gives the store a different kind of unique layout as opposed to always seeing the 3 in a row kind of deal. And I go over this in the tutorial videos. Also in the tutorial videos, you learn how to set up these reviews. They're not automatic, but they are just a little more interesting of a layout than the default WooCommerce reviews. Blog, we kind of cleaned it up here, got rid of the card style and just cleaned it up. And there's a default blog layout as well as a special Empire blog layout that comes with Empire that I'll show you that in a little bit as well. And then we also have 2 different footers, a dark and a light version for Empire. This is the dark version here. Before I get too much further, if you're a Superflyer member, which is only $29 a month or $19 a month if you pay yearly, you get Empire as part of your membership. As part of your monthly membership, you can download it as well as all of our products on our store. You get access to all products, our all access pass. Over $1,700 value, you get everything in our store. Some other perks here. You can check us out on our website. But yeah, it's a killer deal. So if you already have this, you get Empire for free. Plus, we just released the new theme a week ago. You'd also get that one as well. Just in any new products that we come out with. All right, so back to Empire. This is a split header style homepage. I like these as well, just a little more interesting and different call out here. And then of course on tablet, this is just gonna become like that. And again, colors easily changed, things like that. Some of these sections are repeats. You're going to see these before, just a different idea of different layouts. This I'm actually using a blend mode. So this picture is originally black and white, but there's a blend mode I'm using to make it this kind of cool color. It's kind of cool that you can do that in Divi as opposed to just always resorting to an image program. Yeah, just different ideas on how to showcase videos. Different options with the background images. Same thing with here. So here's the light footer that I mentioned. We have a dark footer and here's the light footer. I think this is pretty elegant. I'm really happy with how that turned out. Of course, we have a video background home page option here. This is kind of cool because when I hover over here, that section divider goes away. That's just animating the height of the section divider. And the same thing happens down here when I go into this section. Easy to get rid of if you don't like it, but I think it just adds a little bit of motion to the page, which is nice. Again, this is just going to be a lot of the same sections, just arranged differently with different treatments. So these, on the home page, these were pretty static. not parallax, but here they are parallax. That's kind of a cool, like windows that are moving. Again, just some other ideas on how to lay. This is kind of fun. On desktop, you got one continuous image back there, but then on mobile, oh, I'm sorry, I must have done that. There you go. On mobile, it's 3 different images. Tablet is still just the one. Again, a couple options for the testimonials. There's that scroll effect. This section here we use quite a bit. Giving you options of, image on the left, text on the right, then the other way. We're all about giving you as many options as possible to build pages that are dynamic. So or that are interesting to the eye. So we saw this layout before as a store category kind of link, but this could also be just calls to actions. Play today, listen now, get started. Here's that dark footer again. All right, so that wraps up the home pages. Here's the basic interior page with the extended header here. Again, there's those inline buttons side by side that collapse on tablet, mobile. And if you need them to collapse sooner, I show you how you can make that collapse sooner depending on the length of this text, right? So yeah, it's just showing, hey, here's a basic interior page. Services page, a little fun. We use the features here to highlight, different services that you might offer at whatever company you build a site for. And then just some ideas on, if you want to sell maintenance plans or hosting plans, this is something an easy to use pricing table that you could. These are actually, it's not actually using the pricing table module in Divi. This is using just text modules and columns, but I think it looks really nice. This way you could easily feature one of these just by changing the styling. Moving on, got just a basic team, clean, nice and clean. I prefer clean team pages. And then again, start your new career. Here's the jobs that we're looking for. And then you could link to a page on those or something like that. And then contact page, just pretty basic. I'm just using the Divi contact form here, but you could use other plugins if you wish. You'll have to style them, but you can get a good idea of what those should look like by using this here. And then just a couple of card type deal. That's pretty much the light version. Let me highlight the shop a little bit. So as I mentioned, there's a default shop, which that is just the basic WooCommerce shop that you see, right? But then I also included a custom shop layout. So here's your Woo products will show up here. Again, here's these categories that you'll have to link up to category pages, but that's an option. And then also that second layout, that's a little more interesting. If you wanted to highlight a few products this way, you could do that. But keep in mind that the pricing here is you have to set these manually in this bottom example. At the top one, this is using the WooCommerce module, so it's the shop module, so it's going to automatically do it. And then again, just the testimonials and ideas on that. So here's an example of just the default product that WooCommerce gives you. It's the sidebar here, but this is just the regular product that it gives you. And so I set that's just the default one, but then I set up a custom product in the theme builder you can use if you want. And then we also implemented a couple store plugins here. One is this fly cart. That's pretty sweet. And then the other is this variations color picker size kind of deal. That's very easy to add new colors to. So if I want a medium gray one, and then I can have a gray option in here. Here's my black option or white option. So it's just a nicer deal than just 2 drop downs, right? Let me add this to the cart. So now you see my cart has 1 item in it. And this is easy to change this background image Just wanted to show you that, how that option is there. Otherwise, you can stick with the default cart if you want. And there's a default My Account too, and that's in there as well. I prefer the fly cart, but you could stick with that. You could stick with the default stuff too. It's there and it's styled, minimally styled, in case you want to stick with default Woo stuff. Here's another product, just showcasing a band's record that they're trying to sell here. And then since it's in the theme builder, you have options to put down stuff of whatever you want underneath the product. So here's a behind the scenes type deal. Special thanks to our fans. And here's these icons again from that group, that special group that we're using, the icon group here at Empire. And then, yeah, the WooCommerce table, I just kind of put it in, made it look a little better in its own little setting. So that's pretty much the store feature, but a couple options there for you. The blog page, you saw the blog grid on the home page. This is the regular blog page styled up a tiny bit. And then we have two different blog options. There's the default option. That's just the default option that it comes with. Did a little bit of styling on this. And then we have a custom blog that automatically pulls in the author, the date, the title here. Same thing with our interior pages. If I go to services page, for example, the title is automatically pulling in from the WordPress title. This is not a text module that you type in. It just pulls it in for you as a text module, which is nice. With that, I'm going to highlight the dark style of the pages, and then we'll wrap this video up. Again, you can get this, let me go ahead and close this down. I'm running this off my local computer here. So here's the dark version of the home page. So it's just, most of it's just making the text light, background dark. But there are just some really cool aspects to it when you have a dark page like this. I think it just, especially like hovers like this, these just glow a lot more on dark. These guys. And again, you'll learn how to do all of this in the tutorials. You'll learn how to change things that you need to change. Most of it's in the visual builder. These look really great, dark, especially when you hover over one of these. I think that looks pretty sick. The video doesn't do it justice. Check it out on the demo for sure. So cool, home, dark mode. Having a little fun here with this bold purple. Services page, dark mode. Yeah, it looks I think it looks great. Very nice. Plans, I did a subtle glow on hover, then a subtle background image for each plan. Like I'm a startup, growth, enterprise. And then lastly, the dark contact page, which these cards really stick out on this. And then I had a little bit of fun with the purple again here on the, the focus color here set in the module. Again, you can get Empire at bsuperfly.com. You can shop our store if you just want to buy it a la carte by itself. You'll be able to go to our website, bsuperfly.com, hit shop, and it'll be under the child themes here alongside all our other ones. You can check those out too. The one that I mentioned before that was just released is Munder Difflin. Pretty fun, corporate-y, fun one there, so check that out. Here's Josephine, the inspiration, the probably our top selling theme that we have. So be sure to check that out. If you are a member, you get all those as part of your low monthly membership cost of $29 a month or $19 a month if you pay annually. And then you'll get that Munder Difflin theme for free. You'll get Empire for free as part of your membership just for being a member. So that's pretty sweet. So thanks again for sticking with me and checking out Empire. And if you end up using it, I can't wait to see the beautiful websites you'll build using Empire. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Cheers.